These are truly next-generation titles, fueled by the power of a global development community now well into its second full year working on our hardware. Couldn't be more excited to be here because we're delivering the next generation of gaming right here and right now. By this holiday, we'll have over 160 games to choose from. Exclusive titles like Lost Planet and Dead Rising from Capcom, and Saints Row from THQ. With the help of our incredible partners, we're delivering on that vision with Xbox 360, with a high-definition gaming experience more powerful than anything else in the industry. Fact of the matter is, for the last 6 months, we made it our #1 priority to get consoles onto shelves as quickly as we possibly could. And while the road has had more than its share of bumps and potholes, the ultimate results have been nothing short of spectacular. When the start of the NFL season rolls around in August, the only place to play next-generation Madden from Electronic Arts will be right here on the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 is off to the fastest start in console history. At the end of next month, we'll have sold over 5 million Xbox 360 consoles as we continue to ramp production. That's more than the original Xbox, the PS1, the PS2, or any other console before it at this point in their life cycles. And 3 of the top 10 best-selling video games in March were on the Xbox 360 platform. Depth and breadth of titles is important, but in a world where thousands of games are being developed each year, quality, innovation, and willingness to push the boundaries of gameplay becomes even more important. Games are driving Microsoft's company-wide vision for entertainment. Our vision is one where you, your games, your friends, and the entertainment choices that define your lifestyle always take center stage. We are delivering the most powerful high-definition gaming experience to date. And it's just a taste of what's to come in this, the second generation of next-generation games. With this success, we've brought about the most fundamental shift in gaming since it went out of the arcades and into the living room. It's a shift we defined last year through 3 major driving forces: high-def content, a shared game space, and access to the digital entertainment of your choice.
The game is Gears of War. The level I'm going to show you today is from the very start of the game. Marcus Phoenix has just been pulled out of military prison by his best friend Dominic Santiago. The Locust Horde are decimating the area, and the 2 of them need to get out of the area, go to a chopper, and make it out alive.
3 left!
Delta, this is 6-1. There's something moving below ground. Over.
I see it too, 6-1. What are we looking at?
Hell if I know.
Marcus, we gotta move to the Raven now! Go, go, go!
Now let's talk about one of our industry's classic franchises, the Tom Clancy series from Ubisoft. Microsoft.
My name is Sam Fisher.
This time, you're going deep undercover.
I used to be a hero. Now I'm a wanted man.
Innovative and completely immersive, these games have consistently pushed the boundaries of Xbox Live gameplay and have enjoyed enormous success, as you all know, on the Xbox platform.
Finish your mission.
The next installment in this classic series will be no exception.
Now I execute them. I become a double agent. Sam Fisher. I am a double agent.
As a personal great fan of this series, I'm absolutely delighted to announce that Splinter Cell Double Agent will be released this September on the Xbox 360. With Fable 2, developer Peter Molyneux will again deliver a gaming experience more intimate than anything before it.
The world that was has changed and grown. So will you.
For the past couple of years, we've put a laser-like focus on quality over quantity. And it's paying off with exclusive titles like this one on the way. I'd like to show you another quality title produced by Microsoft Game Studios, with more options for customization and personalized gameplay. We're shifting this franchise into fifth gear. Ladies and gentlemen, Forza Motorsport 2. As the successor to the critically acclaimed Forza Motorsport, which attained a final game ranking score of 93%, Forza Motorsport 2 takes this key franchise well into the next generation. Now you can choose from over 300 cars to tune and paint with even more options for customization. And you can play up to 11 other people through Xbox Live. But here's the best part. Forza Motorsport 2 will be available this holiday season. We're going to match this game with the steering wheel that will deliver a racing game experience that's the best in the industry. It'll have force feedback, but even better, it'll be wireless. Xbox Live lets you choose an online experience unique to you. Ask any Xbox Live member and they'll tell you. Connecting your console to Xbox Live is as vital as connecting your computer to the internet. But here's the big news. In the next year, Xbox Live will surpass 6 million members. But maybe one of the biggest reasons for this success is Xbox Live Arcade, a space for downloadable games that strike at the very core of what makes gaming fun. There's literally something for everybody in this space, every age, every budget, every gaming level. For everyone here who grew up with these classics, you're in luck. Today I couldn't be more excited to announce a major expansion in our catalog of classic arcade games, with landmark agreements with some of the most storied names in the industry. These are more than games, they're our shared heritage. But we've got more than back catalog classics. Through Arcade, we're also doing for games what the Sundance Film Festival does for movies. We've created a space for independent developers where innovation can thrive, and the right idea can break through to an audience of millions. As of today, we have partnerships with over 100 independent developers to bring these games to market. We regard this as absolutely vital for our industry, as it provides up-and-coming talent a platform for their titles and a spotlight for their creativity. Quite simply, Windows Vista is built to run games, and its launch to the third part of the Games for Windows Renaissance. It will be the single biggest launch in the history of Microsoft, and it will also be a great day for gamers. It'll deliver more horsepower and stability. It has more game-friendly features than ever before, easier installation procedures, more options for family settings, and for the first time, your games will be accessible right from the start menu. That's the future of games for Windows, and it looks and feels incredible. What's particularly exciting about Shadowrun is the depth of gameplay it brings, combining multiplayer play with a wide variety of weapons and techniques we've never seen before in a first-person shooter. And it's only on Xbox 360 and Microsoft Windows. Now, this game is a true genre buster. It's a psychological action thriller, and it proves that power just doesn't mean better graphics. It means deeper, more innovative gameplay as well. Remedy's Alan Wake will be published by Microsoft Game Studios exclusively for Xbox 360 and Windows.
You're the girl I'm looking for, not the time.
What we're unveiling is the next leap in gaming, to a place where playing is no longer just about looks, it's about the feel. The next leap is about playing, because playing is believing. It's the sound of inclusion, the sound of every gamer you know and every new gamer who's going to join us. Let me begin with what I'm guessing are a few of the main questions on your mind. First, the system. Why did you make it so different? As many of you know, Nintendo's way is to challenge conventional thinking, not just for the sake of doing things differently, but to do things better. We from Nintendo means just what it sounds like. We. It's a giant leap for gaming, for everyone around the world. It's the sound of the future. It's called The Legend of Zelda. So please welcome Nate and Bill from Nintendo of America to host the world premiere of The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, playing on the new Wii.
Thank you, Reggie. Good morning, everyone. Are you ready? Very basic control is going to be very familiar to anyone who's ever played a Zelda game. Your movement is handled with the analog stick on the nunchuck. Link's arsenal of items is going to be mapped to the plus control pad on the Wii remote. And Zelda's patented targeting system will be handled using the Z button, also on the nunchuck in the left hand. Your basic sword swings are handled using the B button on the bottom of the Wii remote. But of course, not all of your enemies are going to be within reach. Some of them you're going to have to get at from a distance. And that's where Link's bow comes in handy. Now with the bow, the Wii remote also adds depth of sound. And this is where we can finally start to unveil some of the secrets that still remain about the controller. Built into the Wii remote is a speaker. You'll hear the bowstring draw taut. You'll hear the flip of the arrow. And then you'll hear that sound travel from your hand to the TV, where that arrow will plunge into the chest of your enemy. Now what we're showing you here today is just a very simple, stripped-down version of a single dungeon. A tiny little area of a single dungeon, and probably what's going to be one of the greatest Zelda games ever. Also on the show floor, you're going to be able to kick back lakeside and enjoy some nice, relaxing fishing. But you're all going to have to bring your own beer. So we'll see you on the show floor tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Xavier Prime, the studio director of Ubisoft in Paris, where Red Steel is being developed. And joining me on stage is our lead game designer, Roman Campos-Oriola. We are really very excited to be here today to debut Ubisoft's Nintendo Wii exclusive launch title, Red Steel. Red Steel is the first-person action game set in both USA and Japan, in which the player will have to learn to master both modern firearms and the katana sword. So now, Roman is going to show us a feature of the game, which is called the freeze shot. The player will be able to freeze time, and then will be able to tag weak points on enemies. You then will have to choose between killing those enemies or making them submit to you. So once again, the moves you have to make for the sword fighting are very intuitive. You can block with your left hand and slash with your right hand in any direction. That means that you will have dozens of combinations to do. Thanks a lot for letting us introduce you to Red Steel, even if we had some small problems. But everybody will be able to play it tomorrow at the Nintendo booth. Thanks a lot.
What we've given you today is a promise. No matter who you are, gamer, developer, publisher, retailer, we will make things better. Well, what makes us think that Nintendo can deliver? Well, above all, one thing, Nintendo DS. In only a week, you'll be playing an all-new Mario game, which is the very picture of old school. The environments, the characters, and motions look familiar, but with new spinning blue shells and the ability for two players to pit Mario against Luigi wirelessly, this is a brand new Mario game. DS is also getting its own exclusive Zelda title, The Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass. Picking up where Wind Waker left off, you'll now use your DS stylus to direct sailing, swordplay, and even the path of your boomerang. In all, there will be more than 100 new games from DS from now until the end of the year. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Satoru Iwata.
Thank you, and good morning. The industry has always tried to improve in the same direction with games that are more gorgeous and more complex. But in order to approach lapsed or former gamers and non-gamers, these types of games cannot serve our purpose. Our first implementation was Nintendo DS. How do we continue this strategy with Wii? One-hand control with the Wii remote is just like the touchscreen of DS. It breaks down a barrier to non-gamers and lapsed gamers. For anyone, it is comfortable. But most important is software that these people will really want to play. These games would allow core gamers and non-gamers to happily and immediately compete against each other, regardless of age, gender, and game experience. Anyone can instantly understand Wii. This is our answer. Thank you very much.
Just 1 year ago, we stood before you, our industry friends and partners, and unveiled our plans for PlayStation 3 for the very first time. The impact was immediate. We sent a message, and the message was clear. PlayStation 3 is not an incremental upgrade to our previous platforms, but is truly designed to advance our vision for computer entertainment today and for many more years to come. Technology is just an enabler. In essence, the real power of PlayStation 3 rests in the hands of the content creators and ultimately with the consumers. We want freedom, we want choice, we want to share experiences with others, but most importantly, we want to be entertained in new and unique ways. PlayStation 3 is meant to be the companion device in your living room, flexible enough to sustain many years of technological advancements. It's an arsenal of media compatibility with seamless access to both packaged and non-packaged content through a networked environment. And finally, PlayStation 3 is the best-of-breed computer entertainment platform. And make no mistake, PlayStation 3 is the most ambitious project we at Sony Computer Entertainment have ever undertaken in our very short history. And we're not about cutting corners to rush a product to market, and we're certainly not interested in gimmicks, clever rhetoric, or conventional thinking. The essence of the PlayStation DNA is real change, and the consumers are ready. PlayStation 3 is powered by Cell. Along with our partners IBM and Toshiba, we have invested billions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of man-hours in creating the Cell processor. It's a processor with power rivaling that of supercomputers, but is uniquely designed to support massive data processing required for digital entertainment and other HD-intensive applications. PlayStation utilizes Blu-ray as one of its storage mediums, but is also compatible with a huge variety of optical disc media used in consumers' homes today. The investment that consumers have made in collecting their software libraries in a variety of optical disc formats will not go to waste with PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 is equipped with both a gigabit Ethernet port as well as a removable hard disk drive to allow the consumers to access and download a variety of interactive and other entertainment content right out of the network. Simply put, we are giving the content creators unprecedented power to express their creativity and for the consumers to emotionally connect with and to enjoy the content that is created with a level of interaction, sophistication, and reality that has never been experienced with any other platform. By adopting Blu-ray, a forward-reaching medium, we're sending a message to the content creation community that the only limitation they have bringing ideas to life now is their imagination. In the 4 years since PlayStation 2 went online in North America, we have amassed more than 3 million registered users, all enjoying this generation's crown achievement, the essence of multiplayer and cooperative play in a networked environment. And now, you may ask yourself why we continue to belabor these points, especially when it's common knowledge that month after month, PlayStation 2 outsells all competitive formats. And the answer is quite simple. We want to remind everyone that PlayStation 2 has and will continue to make significant contributions to the industry, and that Sony Computer Entertainment will be supporting the PlayStation 2 both on the hardware and software sides of the business for many, many more years to come, as we did on the PlayStation for more than 10 years. Consumers can look forward to 216 new PlayStation 2 titles from both first and third-party companies by year-end.
Resistance: Fall of Man is a first-person shooter set in Great Britain in 1951. If this is the 1950s that we don't know. Our history is the story of the near total destruction of mankind at the hands of an unknown species. This scourge has obliterated populations across Asia and Europe. And in the game, you take the part in the last-ditch efforts to save the last free state in Europe, England.
PlayStation 3 will support true high-definition output at 1080p resolution and is compatible with the latest Dolby Digital surround sound for maximum audio enjoyment.
To give you a reference point, what you're seeing on the screen now is 19 by 20 1080p Full HD. Just for reference, the average broadcast HD that you would see in the household now, this is roughly 3 times the amount of information that is shown on the screen in comparison to that average broadcast HD. Extending that example to GT4 played on PlayStation 2, the difference is 12 times.
This demo is running in real time on the PlayStation 3 and will be user controlled by me. Yes! Now, let's take a look at how we're able to reproduce that signature smile. Yes! As you can tell, UCAP improves gameplay because the personalities in the game have never been more real. Now you'll be able to see what it feels like to sink a 20-footer during the majors and force the playoff.
Oh, sweet.
Sports are about anticipation, intelligence, interacting with the ball or a teammate or both, making decisions in the blink of an eye. Now take a look at the PlayStation 2. With procedural awareness, we are creating players with personality, attitude, confidence, and style. We also know that we need to create players who move right. That's what makes foot planting so important. Watch here how the feet are anchored to the floor with each and every step. Now take a look at the PlayStation 2. Virtually sliding in place. No matter what the sport, footwork plays a huge role. So now that we have intelligent players who are fully aware of their surroundings and planning their feet correctly, we need to give them full freedom of movement. On the PlayStation 2, players moved in 45-degree angles. On the PlayStation 3, they have full 360-degree movement with body lean. They feel alive, they're more responsive, and they're in your control.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final PlayStation 3 controller.
Look at what I'm doing. I lift up the controller and it flies. This controller has 6 degrees of freedom built into it as standard, with no external sensor required. So I can move this controller in 6 degrees of freedom using my hands as the entire input device.
Now, let me spend a little time on PlayStation Portable, the PSP. Any product carrying the PlayStation brand has a lot to live up to. PSP is an unrivaled portable entertainment device, the culmination of the best that Sony has to offer. And at its core, PSP delivers unsurpassed gaming experiences in a portable system rivaling that of PlayStation 2. But knowing consumers' insatiable appetite for entertainment, anywhere, anytime, on the go, PSP also functions as a portable audio and video player through multiple delivery mediums like UMD packaged media or digital delivery online directly onto the memory stick. Just 18 months young, PSP is the fastest-selling platform in our company's history. To date, we have shipped more than 17 million units worldwide, and that's almost 1 million units for each month of its life. Software sales for the PSP have been just as impressive. We are closing in on 50 million units shipped worldwide with 545 PSP games on the market to date. And since its introduction, PSP has enjoyed wide support from both our first and third-party development community, and we estimate that another 155 titles will be added to its ever-expanding game library. And since we began firmware upgrades last May, PSP now has a web browser and features designed to enhance video, audio, and of course image usage, as well as improved content protection and network security. The most recent update, 2.7, that launched at the end of April, added 2 great new features: the RSS channel and Macromedia Flash support. So now, consumers can stream or download the latest syndicated programming, MP3 playlists, or podcasts and save them directly onto their memory stick. And before we close our presentation for today, I did want to share with you some information that may be of interest to at least some of you. Today, we're pleased to announce the global PlayStation 3 launch details. We will make PlayStation 3 available via a 2-configuration plan, one with a 60GB hard drive disk and the other with a 20GB hard drive. PlayStation 3 will ship in Japan on November 11th, 2006. In Japan, the 20GB PlayStation 3 will retail for 59,800 yen. And the 60GB PlayStation 3 will have an open price, which the retailers will set. In North America, the PlayStation 3 will be available at retail on November 17th, 2006. The 20GB PlayStation 3 will retail for $499 US and 549 Canadian dollars. And the 60GB PlayStation 3 for $599 US, $659 Canadian. PlayStation 3 will be available in Europe and Australasia on November 17th, 2006. We will sell the 20 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for 499 euros and the 60 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for 599 euros, including VAT.